In Tarkov, the only thing you can count on to be there for you is your gun. It's the only tool you can rely on to keep you alive until your eventual escape from Tarkov. In this debut episode of Tarkov, Tools of the Trade, we will talk about the KS-23 family of shotguns, covering their development, production, use in the real world, and use in Tarkov. The Karabin Specjalny 23, or Special Carbine 23 in English, is a short-barreled rifled shotgun that was designed for police use. The KS-23 is chambered in 23 by 75mm rimmed, which is a proprietary cartridge designed alongside the KS-23. 10 different types of ammunition and 3 devices launched from the muzzle were developed for use with the KS-23. 4 of these shells that we have access to in Tarkov are the Shrapnel 10, a buckshot round designed to be used within 10 meters of a target, the Shrapnel 25, a sabot buckshot round designed to be used within 25 meters of a target, the Barricada, or barricade, sabot armored piercing slug, designed to be able to destroy the engine block of a vehicle at up to 100 meters, and the Zvezda, or star, less lethal flashbang round, which is a proprietary flashbang grenade that detonates shortly before exiting the barrel of the gun, causing a directional flashbang effect designed to have minimal impact on the shooter. The 623 by 75mm rimmed shells for the KS-23 that aren't available in Tarkov are the Volna, or wave shell, an inert snap cap used for training, the Volna R, or wave R shell, a less lethal shell firing a rubber ball, the Strela 3, or arrow 3 shell, a less lethal shell firing a plastic baton, the Sheremuka 7, or bird cherry 7 shell, firing a less lethal irritant grenade with a maximum range of 150 meters and an effective volume of 50 cubic meters, the Sireni 7, or Lilac 7 shell, firing a less lethal irritant grenade with a maximum effective range of 150 meters and an effective volume of 50 cubic meters, and the PV-23 blank shell, which can be used to fire a grappling hook from the barrel of the gun, or in conjunction with one of the 2 available adapters to fire the 36mm Sheremuka 6 less lethal irritant muzzle mortar grenade, weighing about 70 grams or 2.6 ounces, with a maximum effective range of 200 meters and an effective volume of 60 cubic meters, or the 82mm Sheremuka 12 high-efficiency less lethal irritant muzzle mortar grenade, with a maximum effective range of 120 meters and an effective volume of 120 cubic meters, or approximately 1 Soviet prison courtyard. The KS-23 is available in 2 distinct configurations. The early pattern KS-23, which has a longer 70cm or 28-inch barrel and a wooden stock, weighs in at 3.85 kilograms, or 8.5 pounds, and is 104 centimeters, or 41 inches in total length, and the later pattern KS-23M Drozd, meaning thrush in English, which has a shorter 51 centimeter, or 20-inch barrel and a detachable wire stock, and weighs in at 3.5 kilograms, or 7.7 pounds, and is 88 centimeters, or 34 inches in total length. All parts between these 2 configurations of the gun are completely interchangeable, so it's not uncommon to see guns that, for example, have both the wooden stock and the 20-inch barrel installed. The KS-23's wire stock is uncomfortable to use, and in practice is often fitted with the AK overshoe rubber butt pad for better comfort and ease of use with body armor. In 1975, TSNII Toshmash began developing the KS-23 for the MVD, the Soviet Ministry of Internal Affairs, allegedly for use in crowd control applications. Toshmash used cut-down 23mm 2A7 anti-aircraft guns from the ZSU 23-4 Shilka that didn't pass quality control testing to make the barrels for the KS-23. This is why the KS-23's barrel is rifled, a feature not usually found in shotguns. The KS-23's pump-action operating system is based on the Winchester Model 1200 shotgun, with the notable divergence of a lever on the left side of the gun just behind the trigger guard that must be depressed to open the action. After a decade of development, the KS-23 was adopted by Soviet police, border guards, and special forces in 1985. Sometime after the adoption of the KS-23, a modernization program seeking a shorter gun resulted in the adoption of the KS-23M Drozd, or modernized thrush version. 2 experimental prototypes from this program that weren't adopted were the KS-23K, a bullpup shotgun fed by detachable box magazines that fired the same 23 by 75mm rimmed shell but used a completely different operating system, and the KS-23-2, which was a version of the KS-23 with an extended 7-round tube magazine that wasn't actually any shorter. The KS-23 is still in use today in Russia by Russian law enforcement, Russian border guards, and Russian special forces, and is known to be in use in Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, China, and Vietnam. The civilian version of the KS-23, the TAZ-123, was brought into the United States in very limited numbers before it was banned by the Clinton administration. In Tarkov, the KS-23 is loved by many and hated by many more because of its potential to kill a target with one shot if all 8 pellets of the shrapnel 10 round hit a target. A single pellet of the shrapnel 10 does 87 damage, and one cartridge contains 8 pellets for a grand total of 696 damage that can be dealt in a single shot. If this strikes an unprotected arm or leg, the spillover damage is enough to black the head and chest, resulting in a kill regardless of how much armor the target is wearing on their torso. Not just anyone can use the KS-23 in this manner though, as getting all 8 pellets on target requires one to be close to their target and have good accuracy under fire, as the KS-23's pump action means that there's more than enough time for a target to turn around and kill you between your first shot and your follow-up shot. That being said, the KS-23 can also be very effective if you aim for the head, as a single pellet does much more damage than is required to black the head, and the spread of the pellets can negate the effects of a near miss. If you're aiming for heads and don't like being too close to your target but still want to use the KS-23, you might want to look into using the Shrapnel 25 Saboed buckshot round, as it has a much tighter spread at longer ranges. That being said, the Barricada armor-piercing slug is also a good option for those looking to make use of the KS-23 at longer ranges, though you'll likely have better luck using AP-20 slugs in a semi-auto shotgun, because even though they do less damage and have less penetration capability, they're more accurate, and a semi-automatic shotgun can get way more rounds on target in a shorter amount of time, which is ultimately what counts unless you get a kill on your first shot. As of the end of 12.10, the KS-23 is available for purchase from Prapor at Loyalty Level 3, and the KS-23M Drozd is available for trade with Prapor at Loyalty Level 2 in exchange for 4 measuring tapes, 3 T-plugs, and 3 USB-A plugs. Shrapnel 10 ammunition can be purchased at Prapor Loyalty Level 2, Star and Shrapnel 25 levels can be purchased at Level 3, and Barricade rounds can be purchased at Level 4. That's it for this first episode of Tarkov, Tools of the Trade. If you want to see more videos about Tarkov's less well-known guns, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which gun you want to see next.